Oh my God, Ubisoft just dropped a bombshell of an update, man, and this is going to be crazy. This is going to affect how everybody plays the game, from the everyday guy, the matchmaking guy, the competitive player, the sweatiest guy. This affects everybody, man. This is insane, man. I'm gonna do my best to explain this in the way that you can understand, because this is a very complex update to explain, man. We got a lot. We got hero, we got new hero skins, man. We got a new map. We got this crazy patch. We got a lot to get into, man. So let's get straight into it. What's good to YouTube, man? It's your boy TheTrueRawGaming, man. I don't wrap it up for you. I don't sugar it for you. I'm gonna get this shit to you raw. I am back from break. I haven't dropped in a month. I've been playing Battlefield and Ninja Gaiden 4. I've been enjoying my time. I've been enjoying my time in the Discord as well, but I'm back, man. I'm back. I got a lot of things planned. You guys might want to hop in that Discord. It's got a lot of exclusive shit that's about to happen. So if you're not in that Discord, you're not gonna be a part of none of this shit. But without further ado, man, let's get straight into it. First, we're gonna start off with the new hero skin, man. We got the new hero skin. It's Tiandi Prince Yi. This is a very, very nice skin. I don't think we've had a skin this good in a long time. This might be a contender for best skin in the game. They did their big one with this one, man. They put the hard work in. You can tell that this was just a very unique piece. They took their time, the details, everything, man. I've even started seeing people doing the research behind it to see where the skin kind of originated from. I'm seeing some people say this came from mountain armor from certain lineages. Like, this is a very nice skin. Like, if any skin is in the game, this is the one. It's got to be the one. All right, next up after that, we have the Starter Dominion. Starter Dominion is supposed to be a environment for newer players who have not played For Honor, get adjusted, get acclimated into the game, learn and be able to become fluid within the game and start playing as other players. This is, like, I'm talking fresh new, like fresh meat new, never picked up For Honor. They're going to be playing against all AI Vanguards. There are going to be no feats in this Dominion. And it's really just going to, like I said, help the newer guys get acclimated into the game. So for those who are coming on, if you have friends who do want to play, have them learn and play through that. Following up after that, we got the new map, Kiang Pass. This is a Breach map. I play Breach every once in a while. I'm just tired of the rage quitters. I'm not playing a 30-minute match against bots because you want to leave. But Kiang Pass is a very beautiful map, very, very bright, very saturated map. And the way the map is designed, and I think this intentional, is it's a lot of fast-paced action. You're kind of going from point to point. There's not really a lot of downtime in between these fights. It's kind of like you get into a fight, here comes another fight. You don't finish that fight in 10 seconds, here comes another fight. So you're going to get a lot of kills. It's going to be a lot of renown passed around. And B just becomes that more important because you need those vital few seconds. So this is going to be a very good map. I can already see now when they start putting on different updates and, you know, adding different decorations to go with the seasons and maybe extra hero drops and events and stuff. Like, this map is going to be, it's going to look phenomenal. They did really good on this map. Rolling into the meat and potatoes of this video, this is where things start getting really, really, really interesting. So I need you guys to pay attention because this is where things start getting a little bit complicated. All right, so first thing first, we need to understand what ganks are. Okay, it's not just randomly swinging. Ganks is a systematical thing. It's set up. It's a thing. It's a concept. So with ganks, there's typically gonna be an initiator and there's gonna be a finisher. Okay, and there's gonna be some kind of confirm in there. Okay, so you have the initiator, which is typically a bash. Let's say you bash with the warlord, you get your light off, your friend, he lands his heavy right at the right time. So now, since that heavy puts him in a slightly longer hit stun, he can't get out of the follow-up, and then you can confirm something else after to make something guaranteed after that. That is the concept of a gank. Okay, so with these changes, they're trying to combat certain types of ganks, and for this one, they're trying to combat the guard break ones so far. They think that they're just too easy. So for this one, they're talking about the blocking, they're talking about the parrying, and they're talking about deflecting. They're giving you guys 25% damage reduction in these situations. Now, the reason behind these situations that he explained, I'm going to explain it in the easier way so that you can understand. For blocking, like we just went over the premise of ganks, if you're blocking, right, if you're blocking and someone wants to throw an unblockable, most people's eyes, you're going to go straight to the unblockable. If you're playing against some seasoned players, you're playing against a team who knows what they're doing, they're going to confirm the unblockable so you can't parry the unblockable. So that is why a lot of you guys online don't know that you're getting hit with these unblockables and they're doing these ganks. You're not understanding the concept behind the gank. You don't go for the unblockable, you're going for the not the finisher, you're going for the confirm. So they can either light confirm or they can heavy confirm, but you're blocking. So if you do that and they hit you with the light or the heavy to confirm the unblockable, now the unblockable won't do the full damage like that. Now it's going to be reduced 25%. Does that make sense? I hope that we're all on the same page. So basically, in the event that you don't make the right read or you get set up with a gank and you miss that, you're gonna get a 25% damage reduction when you block. Okay, well, that, I hope we understand that. This also affects feats too. If you're blocking, you're getting hit, and a guy from across the screen wants to hit you with a bow, and it's gonna reduce by 25% damage because you're in the blocking state. Hopefully that makes sense. Parrying, same thing. If you're already parrying something and you're doing these parries and people are swinging and someone wants to bash you and start setting up a gank, it's going to be reduced 25% damage now. Same thing with I talked about the feats. If you're parrying something and people are swinging and you're going crazy, you're in the zone and you're parrying stuff, and someone wants to pop up with a bow or hit you with some kind of Pugio or something, it's going to be 25% damage reduced. So that is the thing. Same thing with deflex as well. And I know certain, like for Shinobi, it's you can't even see when you go through the deflect because you still have to spin the screen around. You're teleported, so you have no character model at the time, and you're getting hit with full damage, and there's nothing you can do. So they're reducing that damage that being put into you by 25%. So now that we understand that part, we're gonna move on to number 2, and I think that this is actually where they really want to keep their focus on right now, and it's really to combat counter guard breaking and the guard break ganks around that area. So counter guard breaking is going to put you in the first hit stun, and it's going to give you 75% damage reduction. So what does that mean for you as a player? So for certain characters in certain situations, there's this thing where they can guard break you, right? Just from neutral. All right, just going to throw a random guard break out. They're going to know that you're going to counter guard break. It's not to land the guard break. I'm just going to randomly guard break you. And I know that you're going to counter guard break because you don't want to be guard broken for a heavy. So when you counter guard break, that animation that happens when you push off, you can't move. You can't do anything. You can't parry. You can't block. You can't dodge. You're stuck in that slight window. And the minute you push counter guard break, bam, now you're getting hit with a bash, or now you're getting hit with some kind of heavies, and now the gank starts, and you're getting this mass amount of damage, and you're completely defenseless. And the way that I explained this on the Discord is this is similar to how the NFL does the defenseless receiver rule. If this makes sense so you can understand the defenseless receiver rule, they have these rules put in place where you can't just crush a defenseless receiver. Now this is, if you put this in terms of For Honor, it would be the defenseless fighter. In this situation, like I just explained, you can't do anything. You're just standing there in that animation, and once players have been doing it enough that you can't get out of it, so you're just gonna take the damage. So what they're trying to do is they want to completely stop players from doing this 100%, almost 100%. He was pretty adamant on the stream about he wants players to stop doing this, and this is how they're gonna start doing it. I think that this is definitely only the beginning. They're gonna start attacking everything, because I remember back in I think about a year or two ago, they were really getting on these ganks, and they were really starting to try to hone down on the ganks, and they got a lot of data now. So with that in mind, we're gonna go to the next one. As you can see, the wording is very tricky. So when a player counter guard breaks, the player who initiated the guard break no longer gains damage reduction. What does that mean for you as the player? So what this means is, in certain situations, you were able to throw a guard break out and get a good amount of like damage reduction, if that makes sense. Okay, so some situation you're able to guard break and get a counter guard break to gain damage reduction. That is no longer a thing. Okay, that is no longer a thing. It is very, very situational. It's like a risky thing because you don't want to just throw a guard break out there and hoping you get some kind of damage. That's not how that works. You don't just throw it. It's very niche, and because now it's pretty much not a thing. You don't have to really worry about doing that. It's kind of useless in some situations. If you're getting ganked and it's not even the point of even explaining it. It's just not in the thing anymore. So used to be get a lot of damage reduction. I'm talking like heavies weren't doing shit anymore, but now it's not a thing. You don't even have to worry about it. All right, so for this one, when an initiator of a pin is interrupted, the victim of the pin now transitions to the proper hit stun stat for the duration of the interrupt state. I know you don't know what that means. I know, I got you. That's why I'm gonna give it to you raw. I got you. So, okay, in a way, basically what this means is certain situations, right? Players were able to hit their own teammate out of a pin. All right. For example, this is just a good example. Pirate. When Pirate does the little stabbing forward motion with the unblockable, and then you get stabbed and you're stuck there, and they can do the knee or they can do the gunshot, and then players and their teammates can hit you, right? So what some players were doing is they would let their teammate get you in there. They would let the Pirate get you in there. They would purposely throw an attack to hit the Pirate out of that, to pull the Pirate out of the animation. Okay, you follow me? Pulling you out of the animation. And then they would do a follow-up chain attack off of that because they're still in chain. It's only their teammate. And the chain would now do full damage with no damage reduction. So very, very niche. And a lot of you guys were not seeing that. But in some situations, if you're playing online and randoms like to swing a lot, like there's going to be certain situations where your health just got absolutely deleted and you didn't know why. This is a very niche reason why it happened. Okay, I know a lot of players who are just playing online. You don't have to experience this. This will not be a thing anymore. So they've taken care of this issue now. All right, so we have another confusing one. All right, they're talking about shields now. All right, so the way he explains it is there's two types of shields in For Honor right now. There are the temporary shields, and then there are permanent shields. Okay, stay with me. I know this gets confusing. Stay with me. Temporary shields are what they are, temporary, usually with a duration, let's say 5 seconds. You got a 5-second shield, and you get 25 health on that shield. So you get plus 25 shield for 5 seconds, okay? And then there's permanent shield, where you get that shield until you lose it. Let's say you get 30 shield, or let's say you get another 25 shield, right? And that's just flat rate. It doesn't matter if how long you have it. As long as you don't lose it, you got it. What was happening is in certain situations, players were able to time this and put this together where it used to take the 25 shield from the left side and take the 25 shield from the right side, combine them for the best value of 50, and they give you the best value for duration as well. So you would have an infinite 50 shield. Now, obviously, this is low ball. In some very situations, people were getting an entire health bar full of shield permanently. Okay, he gave an example as Jorm when you got the ground slam. You get the ground slam, you get the shield. You also got heroes who have they get a little bit of shield when they come out of revenge, so that stacks. And then you got people who are popping shields to help you win the fight, and then it just starts stacking, and then it just starts going crazy. So at this point, as you can see, it will no longer be a thing. They've addressed this issue. And lastly, we have the disconnecting between the round-based game modes. This is, I think, primarily talking about elimination, because I know it's pretty bad in there. And I don't know how it works. It just starts randomly, slowly kicking people out after every round. Something has happened. Maybe the game is crashing, or players are just randomly getting kicked. But they said if it is still doing it, to let them know. They believe this should be fixing the issue, but if not, then you guys need to be admin on them so they can get back on and fix the issue. All right, so overall, what this means is counter guard break ganks are done. Any kind of block stun, parrying, deflecting, blocking, it's gonna now give you damage reduction. Being interrupted from an action is gonna give you damage reduction, and getting counter guard broken now does not have any type of damage reduction. So a lot of things are going to be changed. What this means for you, if you're playing a lot of games online, randoms, if you don't have any friends, maybe if you got a few friends who don't really pay attention to Revenge Bar, I would strongly suggest them to start paying attention to Revenge Bar, because now it's going to mean more than anything now, because you're doing all this damage and they're not landing, the damage they used to be doing. So I would expect a lot of guys to survive situations they really wouldn't survive. It's probably going to be a lot of revenge feeding, maybe a lot of revenge gaining for a lot of these matchmaking lobbies. So you guys got to be careful. I know a lot of you guys are playing with randoms. If you guys don't want to play with randoms, make sure you drop in my Discord, man. Link in the description. I play with just about everybody. Everybody who's on, I'm playing with you guys. So that's where we're at, man. Tell me what you guys think down below, man. This is a crazy update, man. It seems like the war on ganks just came out of nowhere. Tell me what you guys think down below, man. I'll wrap it up for you. I'll script for you. I'm gonna get this shit to you raw. Thank y'all for coming out.